Good morning, everyone. 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. A nice cloudy start to the day, so I'm not sitting in this heating sun. So we'll see how it goes today. But guys and gals, make sure to hit that like button. But I want to share with you, this is huge news that came out in the beginning of August. Colombia enlists Ripple Labs to put land deeds on blockchain. Using XRPL, Colombian leaders can make real estate transactions more equitable. And I'm going to share a video that none of us who are watching, unless you speak this language, can understand. But I'm going to share you a 2-minute video that I can't even understand, but I think it's pretty cool to show you a different spin that is happening across the world. So Colombia's government has launched a partnership with Ripple Labs, the company behind the cryptocurrency XRP, to put land titles on the blockchain. Part of a plan to rectify land distribution efforts so unfair they've led to decades of armed conflict. The project, built by blockchain development company Paris Technology and Ripple, will permanently store and authenticate property titles on XRPL, Ripple's public blockchain. This will help eliminate bureaucracy and hopefully make land distribution more equal, Ripple Labs and Paris Technology told Decrypt. Why would Colombia's government want to do this? Because land ownership in the South America country is among the most highly concentrated in the world. Colombia's civil war, the longest running war in the Western Hemisphere from 1964 to 2016 peace deal, was rooted in the unequal distribution of land, with leftist guerrilla groups taking up arms against the state. Land is everything in Colombia. Paris Technology CEO Farron Pratt told Decrypt. This is what led to armed groups like the FARC starting a war with the government. So excited to share that we just put into production the first version of hashtag National Land Registry together with Agenda Tiras and the support of @Ripple to register the first injunction resolution in Colombia on XRPL. Search by its number 11774, and this is the certificado. And this is, obviously we can't understand unless you read that language. The point is that land is important in Colombia, so a system is needed that ensures land cannot be wrongfully taken. He added, putting the information to a public blockchain that cannot be changed or altered will help. Many landowners in Colombia still don't have papers to clarify ownership over parcels they inhabit. Ripple Labs added the project will start by clarifying more than 100,000 land adjudications. With the public blockchain, once the transaction is recorded, it can never be deleted, added Anthony Welfare, a senior advisor at Ripple Labs. That's the most important part. If the government system is blown up, the owner of land will still be in a blockchain because it is held around the world in different nodes. So that's fascinating. And now you won't be able to understand this unless you can understand the language. But I still think it's an important thing to share real quick. Although it just deleted what was up here, but that's okay. Interesting. It's locked this page up. What did we read? Something we weren't supposed to? That's okay. The video's in a different language, so it's not like we could understand it anyhow. So that's what we were reading about XRP. That's fascinating news. Just fascinating. So here, I'm just going to play this for you. I know we're not going to understand it, but hey, you know, maybe you'll learn something. So that's just them announcing their news. I'm not going to play any more of that because we don't understand what it's saying. But if you want to watch more, go to decrypt.co and you can watch this entire video. So now let's get into the charts right now. So basically what happened last night was I drew out a support level for Bitcoin. A lot of people didn't understand how I could come up with it, but I explained it, and it was in the back end of a 20-minute video. But we had the breakout on this flag, break down, and this was the support line. So this is our first test of an uptrend, if we can hold it. Then we came up, consolidated, formed a descending triangle, and a second point on the uptrend, finally right here on August 2nd. Hit it again on August 2nd, popped out, and now on this descending triangle, as long as you didn't break this uptrending support that I talked about in the immediate short term, you could bounce up and then come back and hit this on the descending triangle as support instead of resistance. This is exactly what we talked about yesterday and why I said be very careful if you're shorting the market. Because to me, we had to come down to 22,528 before a breakout, and we came down to exactly that area. I actually created the uptrend that was about 100 points higher because that's the spot it could have held instead of 22.5. And I'm glad I did that because it hit it 100% on the nuts. And for anybody who was doubting, now you understand why I drew that number. And now we have a chance at a pump today, assuming we hold this uptrend or downtrending resistance as support finally. A targeted move on the breakout, as called by XRP Future Millionaire. Bitcoin should get to about 24K at minimum. Now, if we want to say it doesn't come all the way down there and it's at the 20-day, well, it gets you right about 24,050. So I'm going to put these two at 24,060 and then 23,973 in case we do bounce off the actual downtrending resistance as support finally. So we do have a major opportunity here, ladies and gentlemen, to go long. And it's not going to be an unbelievable long opportunity, but what I can tell you, if you're a leverage trader, I'm targeting this morning if Bitcoin gets down to 23,112 for a 4% pump, about roughly. And then for XRP, what does that mean? Let me go to XRP USDT. We still are below this major uptrending resistance that should have been support. We're still well below it. And it's actually supposed to be like this. So we're below it. It does lead the credence to the fact that if we can hold this area, we should come up here to 38.2 roughly. So if Bitcoin goes up 3.8%, you should see a move by XRP at minimum of 2.5%, but I don't think that tells the whole story. Let me get rid of some of this because I think we can tell a better story with XRP. Those are the 2 points it's given us right now for XRP. This is an uptrending support line that broke down. So now if you have an uptrending support that's now acting as resistance and an uptrending support below it that is created on the newer timetable, you're bouncing between the support at 36.6 right now and then back up to the resistance at about 40 cents. I mean, that's the possibility here. So if we could get a real bounce out of here and we follow like Bitcoin, this is suggesting that we have to go up a little bit higher now. Yesterday, no. Today, yes. It looks like we need to come back up for rejection. The other thing that I will say is if we don't get all the way up there, we can start from the candle body, hit that wick, and pull our way through. Or we can come up like this. And if we want to go wick to wick to wick, it's fine. We can do it just like this. No harm, no foul. And you can see on a small push up, you could totally see a 38.4 move at minimum by XRP if this does play to the top side. So I want everybody to see what I'm saying here because it's very, very important. Very, very important. With XLM, it's the same thing. It looks like we're starting a bull flag here. And we're going to follow Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin, like I said, goes up to about 24K, 24.5 possibly, it's going to lead to a move. We're going to say it's a bounce off the 20-day for XLM. Because all of these are dangerously close to a breakout right now if this is the case. So the next move should be about, it should be about 12 cents with XLM when I measured it before. So about 11.86 should be the next move in the immediate short term for XLM if it holds the 20-day. And on a leverage trade, that would simply be a 2.4% move. Yes. I never know if you're going to ask me something. And then DGB. We're on this uptrending support line. It never broke. And now we're back testing it. Instead of having it as resistance, we're still testing it as support. And this doesn't look like it's ready to break yet. The 20-day is not above the 200, and I think we have one more impulse coming. And if you ask me, with DGB, we can give a great target, and I'm going to release this so everybody can see the update. Make sure to hit that motherfucking like button. Consider joining Tom's Army. We're struggling. We're down to 222 members, or 220. We have a very dedicated base, just looking to expand. So if you're interested, I would highly encourage you to join Tom's Army. You get the Telegram for free, because I give that to anybody who believes in me. But that's the only way you can get it. Don't want spam. So DGB is looking at a targeted move a little bit greater than the rest, percentage-wise, especially if we hold this uptrend. DGB is looking for a good 6% move here. XRP Future Millionaire, hit that like button.